Welcome back. Jake Simons here, TechPoint Foundation for Youth. Program implementation that's a mouthful. That is a mouthful. Let's be honest here. Program implementation specialist. And today we're going to talk about how to register your team for certain events. We're talking about tournaments. We're talking about league nights. We're talking about skills only events. And you're going to need to go to robotevents.com again in order to do this. So go ahead and jump to robotevents.com and log in, and let's begin. All right, so you are at the home page here, and if I'm being really honest with you, there are a lot of things on this home page that really won't pertain to you at all. So this button right here is probably the button that pertains to you the most. Maybe this one if you're doing VRC for upper middle school and high school. If you don't click on either of those, you can simply click on Competitions, VexIQ Robotics Competition, and it's going to show you all of the currently listed robotics tournaments across the globe, all 15 pages worth. Now, we're in the middle of August right now, and so once October rolls around, there will be dozens upon dozens of pages full of different tournaments and leagues across the world. We don't want that. We want specific to Indiana, so we're going to filter down here and click on Indiana, and you can see right away it filters it all the way down to just 2 pages. And again, Indiana hosts the most tournaments, I think, of any state in America, and so eventually as event partners start posting their tournaments, we should have usually around 6-7 pages of tournaments to choose from, which is great. From there, you don't need to really worry about the season. It's all going to be rapid relay. I don't think any event partners are hosting full volume or slapshot or any of the old previous games, so you can just keep it as all active, or put it on rapid relay if you would like. The event type is important. Most of you will be looking for tournaments. I do highly recommend attending league nights if you have that opportunity. League nights are basically like a Saturday tournament, but broken up into like 3, 4, 5 different sessions spread out throughout the season, and usually on a school night. So for the sake of this video, we will click on tournament, and it'll eliminate all the leagues from this, and now we are down to 1 page. And then from there, I can filter the grade level as well. So I'll be running a team with a bunch of 2nd grade girls, and so I don't want them competing at a middle school tournament. They can't. They're not eligible to compete at a middle school tournament anyway, but they could compete at a blended tournament where middle school and elementary teams are competing against each other. I don't think I want to put my 2nd grade girls in that situation, so I'm going to just simply put it as elementary, and it filters it even more, eliminating all the middle school tournaments. And then, of course, from there, you can filter it a bunch of other different ways as well, certain date ranges or distance from where you currently live. But just for the sake of time here, I'm going to go ahead and click on one of these tournaments here, the Colonel Wheeler Fall VexIQ Robotics Competition Rapid Relay Elementary Team Tournament in Crown Point, Indiana. They host a lot of tournaments, and they do a great job. This kind of gives you just a quick overview of what that tournament is going to be. Obviously, the date is November 2nd. That's important. Here's the location. It is a tournament, not a league. And then we'll talk about early bird and standard registration here in a second. But go ahead and click on that, and it'll give you a page with just a bunch of more information on it. First and foremost, the capacity for this tournament is 40 teams, so only 40 teams can sign up for this. A lot of times, if it does fill up pretty quickly, then event partners can go ahead and extend that a little bit more as well. And max registrations per organization, only 8. Not sure why you'd want to take more than 8 teams from your organization to the same tournament anyway, but they put a maximum on there as well. And the cost for this tournament specifically is $65, which is great for the event partners of Crown Point. Let's talk about early bird registration and standard registration, because that was something that I remember being confusing for me from the get-go. And the way that I explain it to coaches now is that, you go to Disney World and you buy 2 fast passes, and that allows you to bypass all the people in line. You don't have to wait forever, and you go straight to the front of the line. You can jump on the roller coaster 2 different times. In robotics, you will have 2 early bird registration passes. And so what that means is right now, starting August 12th until September 21st, any team who still has 1 or 2 of their early bird registration passes can sign up during this period. If you've already signed up for 2 or more tournaments, then you cannot sign up during this time period, and you would have to wait until standard registration opens on September 21st. So strategy-wise here, something that we've done in the past is we use our early bird registration passes for later season tournaments and get those locked in. And then once the early season tournaments roll around in November and December, we just wait till standard registration opens and then sign up for a tournament then. So general rule of thumb, go to 2, 3, 4 tournaments. I don't think we've ever been to more than 4 in a season, including league. But I would definitely suggest going to more than 2 tournaments, just because that is the best part of the season when you get to compete with teams across the state, and your kids get to show everybody what they've been working on for the last couple of weeks or months. So that's how early bird registration and standard registration works. Of course, down here is where you would click on your team. As you can see right here, the Wired Bellbots 92633B are eligible for this tournament because they are elementary. Our other middle school team here, Rising Phoenix, is not eligible because this tournament is for elementary teams only, and they are a middle school team. So I'd simply click that, and then I would register and go through the prompts from there. A lot of information down here, just general info. This is a fully stocked concession tournament. That's great. It's for elementary. Skills challenge is offered, and they have all in-person judging. You can obviously click through these tabs here. We have an agenda, volunteer information, and so on and so forth. You definitely want to read the judging format, especially this tournament. It says digital engineering notebook submissions, which means you cannot take your physical engineering notebook there. If you have a physical notebook, you will have to scan the pages and upload a shareable link to your Robot Events account on the main the My Account page, and so that the event partner or judge advisor for this tournament can access your engineering notebook. They will not be accepting physical notebooks at this tournament. Different documents you can click through, all the teams that have signed up for this tournament. Of course, the waitlist results. Once the tournament actually happens on November 2nd, you will be able to click on these. People who aren't able to go to the tournament, maybe spectators, can click through here and watch the live results roll in as they happen. And then, of course, the awards. This tournament is offering these judged awards and performance awards. And I believe, based on the qualifying criteria, since there are 40 teams, that the Excellence Award winner and the 2 Teamwork Champions will be state-bound after this tournament. So 3 state bids at this tournament. Of course, that is subject to change and all based on what the REC Foundation gives us for our state championship here. So that is how you register for a tournament. It's as simple as that. All right, you're officially signed up to attend a tournament in the state of Indiana sometime this season. In future videos, I plan to share some tips and tricks and to interview some coaches who also plan to share some tips and tricks on how to prepare for tournaments so that you have a great experience with your team. The next video, we will be exploring robot events one last time and teaching you how to check your skills rankings and the importance of checking your skills rankings with your students periodically. Until then, have a great night.